Okay, hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well, AP is here, and let's get towards BTC analysis video. Now unfortunately today I've tried to record this already, however encountered into unexpected microphone issues. Quite frankly a little bit embarrassing, as I was sitting on the mic control and was plugging in and plugging it out as I was speaking, so that was a bit embarrassing. Anyway, so regarding BTC and the post that I made, I saw a lot of people misunderstanding this EV forecast, so I think I will have to do a video explaining it, which is this one, and we'll get over some alts as well. Now, before we proceed, you should understand that Elliott wave forecasts are not to be used as the trading signals. Now, I didn't find success using them as trading signals. I have a trading system that helps me differentiate between buy and sell setups. Now, let me show you the charts that I trade for you to understand. So, for example, here in November, basically months ago, 25th of November, I was expecting this to be the bottom of the structure, and I was pretty bullish on this move up. However, since it was printing lower high here, that's a reversal sign. So this was a profit taking sign, and since then it has been printing only short sell targets. So despite me having a bullish lookout, the market has proved me wrong, and I was forced to take short trades on this entire move up to 3.1k. Short signal here, short setup here, short setup here, continuation pattern as a running flat, short setup, short setup, short setup. This could be traded to the upside with this consolidation. Continuation pattern to the downside, short setup, short setup, short setup, short setup, and this was your first signal to go long, this was your second signal to go long. And clearly, just this is a simple way to demonstrate that breaking out of this downtrend channel can be a signal for a completion of the leg down, and you can put your stop at the previous low as you're looking for the high low to form above the downtrend channel, and you're looking for the upside. So for example here, if you would be buying, where would your stop be? Here, or here we clear this bullish flag, where would you put your stop? You're looking at this as a higher low, so you buy this correction and you place your stop here. Now, for those that would say that, well, you wouldn't catch this pump, you would probably have another target. No, we know that the third leg is most likely to be reached, 1.618 extension or 2.618, and both of those targets can be seen to be met right on the spot. So after that, similar setup here on the break of this bullish flag, here on the break of this bullish flag. Quite simple to trade on a lower time frame. You're looking for an impulse and then you're trading to the upside. Now, regarding the higher time frame BTC charts that I will have to analyze here in order to put things into perspective, first let's talk about the entire structure, color coded to explain the higher time frame look, and then we will put things into perspective. So we had a leg down, one major swing, let's put it in black. Then we had a rise up, let's make it blue. And then we had a fall down, which is in purple. Now here we had a continuation pattern which is running flat per Elliott wave. I don't want to get into discussion of Elliott wave guidelines in this video, but you can see a running flat form here with hidden bearish divergence, which tells you that it's a continuation pattern, which flats are the continuation pattern. So what do you expect after the continuation pattern is formed? You expect the trend that has been happening before the structure to be resumed. What was the trend? The trend was a purple line, the move to the downside. Now we don't know if this leg has completed, we still don't have enough information to do that. And if this purple leg down is going to be completed, I'll record a separate video explaining this, but for now, quite simply, this is what we're looking at. After the purple line is completed, what do we expect? We expect the parity, we expect the blue trend line. Now what is important here is that what we'll be correcting this entire piece of structure. So the fall from 11.6k to the low here, it will be a major swing trade. So by just eyeballing in a plan fibs and assuming that this was a low, I don't think it was a low, which is the purpose of this video, but assuming it was a low, you can still expect 6.4, 7,424 to be hit on this leg up. Now for those people that will say that it's over ambitious, you're dreaming, etc., etc., let me present you an example from Microsoft. Very similar structure here. Leg down, leg up, leg down, flat, leg down. What did we have afterwards? Leg up, and the final move down as we had in here. Very similar to BTC. I've already opened this video by showing you the fractal nature of the market on the lower time frames that presents continuous buy and sell setups. So here I'm showing you the one for a structure based correction. So we expect one more move up and then final move down close to 3 digits for BTC would be my target. However, we will be taking that as the sell setups will present themselves, and we can take Fibonacci extrapolations, etc, etc, etc to talk about this possible move. Okay, so now that we cleared up the high time frame outlook for BTC, we have two major swings upcoming, one to the upside and one to the downside. We still don't know if this purple trend line has completed the structure to the downside. I believe one more low will be in before we'll resume this trend. So let's get towards the structure on the lower time frame. So in the lower time frame, we had this massive descending channel that told you to stay short until you'd be adventurous around here at this point. And as long as we're above this trend line, technically we're bullish. However, a few signals that I need to talk about. So the first one is this. We're still holding the channel support created from this move, and the general guideline for EV trend lines is that you only use it to connect the impulses. So this channel is still intact. As this channel is still intact, we might anticipate move higher. However, for that, I need to see a few more things besides just buying a breakout like we did here. What I'm getting towards is that there are two possible ways to count this. Two possible ways to look at this. So you could look at this as an ABC structure, 3 waves, correction, clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a C like here, which would be very similar to what we had here. And as such, the things that many people suggest you to do to just beat this level 0.5 or 0.618 is not the way that I suggest you would trade this. Now, the corrections come in 3 waves. You could expect something like this and beat this level. However, you would be lucky to put a forecast that the correction is going to end at this exact number. Like, how would you know? You don't. And I personally don't like to be offside, so the way that I trade, I look at this as a downtrend channel, I would buy the break, I would put the stop at the higher lows that would be formed here. Apologies, actually, the stop would be here, on this low. Once it breaches this peak, I can say that the higher low is in and put my stop here. This is a way that I suggest you would trade the upcoming correction to the downside, as there is a real chance that this was just an interim correction and we're looking for new lows. Now, if we'll simply just plot one-to-one extension, 4Ks is the target for BTC, more or less. What I'm getting into, the whole purpose of this video is to tell you that this might not be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a clear no-brain trade that everybody is preaching for you to buy at these levels. And the close and retest of this level as a resistance is going to be bearish. As this move up, this consolidation has caused the move up. The moment that it's going to flip as a resistance, so you will see something like this, it's going to be bearish. Okay, so now that we clarified a few things here. This ascending channel is still not broken. We can still see continuation to the upside. This structure may not be a 5-wave impulse that many people are suggesting. And also, this entire structure from November 25 to this low here could be creating a running flat or some sort of a flat before new lows. You should understand a picture here that every single pullback and a buy signal here is still a counter trend trade. Buy only a confirmed breakout when you see a high low formed on lower time frame to keep your risk minimal, and trade it that way. That is the main moral of this video. Now, going through some coins, there were a lot of plays that were just completely brainless, like for example here on EOS. Here's my downtrend channel. We broke out of it. We're consolidating above it. So what would I do based on my system? I would buy this breakout, I would put my stop here, and I would trade it to the upside. Would it reach the target? Yes, it would reach the target. 1.618, quite simple, very simple trade here. Nothing had to be done. Minimal risk, lots of upside. XRP. Was the other trades that I was doing in crypto at the time. Okay, let me clear. Now, XRP is looking very interesting because this looks like a giant flat to me. So this would be one leg up, one leg down, and then we anticipate one more leg up here before new lows will commence. Now, if this low will break on this structure here at 28 cents, it will be a bad signal for the bulls. So the market is still quite choppy, and I'm sorry for stuttering in this video. I didn't really have it prepared for altcoins. Once again, very simple trade. Downtrend line, draw it, consolidating above, breaks this downtrend line, buys this consolidation, put your stop here, trade it to the upside. Has it broken the ascending structure here yet? Yes, it did. So XRP is looking, and altcoins are generally looking a little bit more bearish than BTC, and as such they might be leading this correction. ETH is still within the channel. Okay, great there. XRP. So for XRP, I still maintain the outlook that this might be the low, might be consolidating here before we'll do a final push to these highs, as we'll be completing this structure. And then we'll be on to new lows. So XRP structure would be like, let's get towards here. So we had a flat. So we had a W, we had an X, we had a Y. Here we have 1, 2, 3. We have one more X, and what comes after that? A Z. A Z wave comes. So I anticipate XRP to travel to somewhere around 54-64 cents, so this low is going to be held, and then new lows for XRP. But this is my major swing trade as long as BTC remains bullish for now. Has the clearest upside, and I'm still holding on the good entry position. So hopefully that was clear, and let's rejoice with BTC once again. 15-minute time frame. So you might try your luck here and trade it like something like this. Put your stop here. Hopefully it continues up in this channel once it does. And if it rolls over, does something like this and breaks this low, you know that you can be short once it's higher low is broken from the consolidation within the structure. So to recap this entire video, BTC lows for the structure are still not confirmed. On a lower time frame, it's within the ascending structure, and as such, short trades on a lower time frame are a counter trend. However, if you look for reversal signals on a daily time frame, shorting is still a primary trend. Now, regarding altcoins that I would trade, I would be paying attention to XRP. Even though it broke the ascending channel, I would be looking for consolidation and the bullish breakout on XRP. I would be watching that chart. Regarding BTC, once again, has to hold this support. If it's a support will turn to resistance, I believe new lows are in, no questions asked. And be very careful with bidding any levels as a bull. Much better to see consolidation and good price action of this level, bids at higher low, trade it to the upside, then bid the level straight away, anticipating some sort of a reaction to the upside. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, here's my handle, friends call me AP. And if you're interested in invitation for the groups that I do, in which I update the trades that I'm taking, positions that I'm taking, and doing a few educational webinars on weekends, shoot me a DM on Twitter. See you guys later.